How's it going, guys? It's Tier, and gotta be kind of quiet again. It's late, as usual. 11:46 as of right now. Um, First off, gonna say sorry. I meant to actually stream something today. I just never got around to it. I was more focused on story idea that I thought up, but that's not important. It's just like some sort of weird sci-fi concept that makes no sense. Um, Anyways. Uh, Found a YouTube channel fairly recently. Used to play a lot of like a PC Warframe, which if my computer could run Warframe, I'd probably play a bit more Warframe there. Well, if either of my computers could run Warframe, because I've got a PC and a laptop. But anyways, I noticed that a lot of his videos are kind of like list videos, which I understand aren't like the most viewed thing on YouTube. Well, they could be, but that's just because they're like clickbait, like 5 things you don't know about butter could kill you, or whatever the heck. Never understood the whole clickbait thing. It's like, yeah, you want people to watch your videos, but you're gonna lie to them about what's going on in the video. Anyways, that's beside the point again, getting sidetracked. Was thinking about doing maybe some, I don't know, kind of like tutorial stuff, but haven't really decided on it yet, and apparently Mag hasn't either. Either that or she's just flexing her power. I don't know. Anyways, was thinking about doing some tutorial style videos. Maybe a couple lists of my own. Nothing like what I watched on this channel, Bow's Phoenix, but I do like lists of, well, wouldn't really be able to do like top 5 favorite Warframes, seeing as how I've only got 6. I used to have Rhino, but haven't used him in so long that I wouldn't really remember anything about him. Anyways, I do lists like 5 favorite weapons, 5 favorite enemies, 5 least favorite weapons or enemies. We all know what would be on the top of the least favorite weapons list. But yeah, it'd just be kind of like a list-styled videos, and might even do some neat tutorials, not like with builds or anything. This is basically all I ever have equipped on a Warframe. Well, I might have heavy impact changed out for something else, but that's, I guess, just entirely subjective, or whatever you want to call it. Like, my Oberon's got more ability-based mods on it. But I really wouldn't know the first thing about making a decent build. Like, sure, I've got Dread, scaled up for damage output, and I really need to format it. Get more get more polarities on here. But besides that, I don't really, I guess, do much with builds. It's just, I want damage and I want it now. And so that's kind of just reflected in everything that I've got. Plus, silence on a machine pistol's nice. But yeah. So might do tutorials or good strategies for certain tile sets. But other than that, I'm really not too sure on what I do with that. Just think it'd be a neat idea because I'm really just kind of starved for content ideas right now. I don't really have anything good floating through my head. I've been meaning to play some more Neverwinter and Fallout 4 for the Let's Play series I was doing. It's been so long since I played Neverwinter. So, next video I make, it might just be another Warframe video, or it might be a continuation of my Neverwinter Let's Play. But, yeah, the lists and tutorials and whatever. Those are things that I might do in the future. Like, the tutorials are a certainty because there are always new players coming into Warframe, and brain farts. There are almost always new players coming into Warframe, so it's just kind of nice to teach them how the game, I guess, works out. Oh, and as I build up my weapon collection, like, I think the next weapon that I'm wanting to build is the Tigress, and that's simply because just look at the damage numbers: 105 on impact and puncture, and an 840 slash, which, oh boy, it's really good damage. Like, this thing's already dealing over 1,000 damage on its own, unlike Dread, which is only dealing not even 300. I think that Dread's base damage is closer to like 250 or 260, somewhere around there. And then, of course, every time I do a mastery test, like, for whatever reason, if I end up wanting the Stradivar, or just a weapon that requires a higher mastery rank than I've got, probably gonna end up taking the mastery rank test live. And I guess that's really just about it. Got the Banshee chassis building right now. Not really sure why, since well, I've got all my Warframe slots full and I don't have any platinum to get more. But yeah, it's really just about all I've got going on. Planning on doing some tutorial stuff and maybe a list or two, but the lists are definitely not a certainty. In fact, they're a lot less likely than me spontaneously stopping playing video games. Which is to say they're probably never going to happen. It could definitely, like, I've got some weapons that I used to have that I just kind of got rid of because playstyle didn't really fit me, like Boltor and Fragor. And don't even get me started on Gorgon or Bolto. Don't really care for either of those. So I can just turn this into a least favorite weapons thing right now. This will be the only list I do in the foreseeable future. Okay, I hate Gorgon, Boltor, Fragor, and ironically enough, I hate. So yeah, those are my so there's 4 of my least favorite weapons. My least favorite of all time is this thing, Bolto. The Bolto fires slow, heavy bolts that are capable of impaling enemies to walls. That's assuming you can even kill an enemy with it. Then Boltor, the Bolto's big brother. Didn't really like that because I don't like travel time with more modern weapons. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. If you're gonna have travel time on a weapon, just let it be either a throwing knife or a bow or grenade or whatever. Not assault rifles, please. That's just stupid. And don't like hate, because even though it is a stalker weapon, this is just going to be one of those that, even though I'd really rather not, it's just going to be mastery fodder. I'm probably going to get rid of this once I max rank it. Because even though it says it's got a relatively high attack speed, it's just, like, the wind-up is what kills me. Quite literally, sometimes. hate the Fragger because I'm not much of a hammer kind of guy. And Gorgon. Like, I understand it's kind of like a chain gun based weapon, but like I said with hate, the wind-up kills me, quite literally on occasion. Oh, forgot to mention, also didn't particularly care for the Carrack when I first got it, but I like it now that I actually know what to do with it. Just kind of wish the Redeemer hadn't gotten nerfed. Now this is just kind of turning into me staring at my codex being wistful. But, yeah, most of these weapons that you see the max rank thing on, I actually liked these weapons, with the exception of Aphurus, Bolto, and that's actually it. I didn't care for Aphurus or Bolto, but the rest of these are weapons that I actually enjoy. Like, they may not be top tier weapons like the Leto, Mark 1 Kunai, and Mark 1 Paris, and of course everyone's classic Skana. Like, I understand that these are literally first weapons you get in most cases, but I enjoy them. Like, for the simple fact that, like, Leto, like it says, highly accurate pistol used by Tenno everywhere. It's just one of those weapons that's kind of like, oh hey, you've got a Leto too? Nice. Mark 1 Kunai. So, story on why I like the Mark 1 Kunai is because I had the Mark 1 Kunai and the Aphurus at the same time once. And so, when I was trying to level up the Aphurus, I ended up bringing the Aphurus up against Forid on a couple runs. And so, I was only going to do 3 runs against Forid, and this was long before the idea of streaming even came to mind. With Aphurus, I just unloaded into... Hang on a second. Alright, sorry about that, minor distraction. Anyways, story on why I like the Mark 1 Kunai is because, like I said, took the Aphurus on 2 runs against Forid, and on the 3rd run, for kicks and giggles, I brought Mark 1 Kunai, and even though Mark 1 Kunai has a smaller clip size and lower fire rate, I was dealing more damage, especially with my Deadly Torrent mod, than I was with Aphurus. Because Aphurus, I didn't have Deadly Torrent on it because I was focusing on upping the damage. Didn't really think of swapping one of the mods out for Deadly Torrent. But with Mark 1 Kunai, I was just dealing more damage, and to be blunt, Aphurus just kinda sucks. Dexphurus, on the other hand, is a good gun. If you ever have an opportunity to get... English is just flawless, vocabulary, all that good stuff. Anyways, if you have an opportunity to get Dexphurus, which Dexphurus only comes around like once a year during like April, I think. All the Dex weapons all the Dex weapons have the same thing. Around April every year, Gifts of the Lotus comes around. It's the anniversary of first Tenno awakening from... I'll just pull this up. A gift from the Lotus to commemorate the anniversary of the first Tenno awakening from cryostasis. Oh, whoa, these actually require Mastery Rank 6, 5, and 5. So I didn't realize that these actually had a Mastery Rank requirement on them. So it's just kind of lucky that I was already Mastery Rank 6 when I got Dakra. And then... It's good that this doesn't have a mastery restriction because it sucks. Why though? Okay, I'm gonna quit griping. about that. I'm tired, I'm irritable, I'm basically in old man mode right now. Probably even sound like it. Too young to be an old man. But yeah, that'll just about wrap the stream up. This is how tired I am. I'm forgetting my outro. I remember. So, brain farts aside, about had another one there. Brain farts and sucky English skills aside, like, seriously, English is my native language. How do I screw it up so often and so bad? Anyways, hope you all enjoyed, beyond the screw-ups, and peace out, and Odin's blessings.